Hey guys, it's Nicole with Life's Sweeter Side, trying to make macarons again. This is not my first time, but hopefully my first success. So I'm going to show you the ingredients that I'm using. I've got some flour and powdered sugar sifted together in this bowl. My aged egg whites, so I've had them aged for about 48 hours. Cream of tartar, fine granulated sugar. And on the sugar, I couldn't find fine granulated, so I actually just put it in my food processor or blender. You can do that. Just grate it up some more, I guess, or mix it up and get it more fine. Okay, all right, let's go ahead and get started. So I am following a recipe because I've heard these are really finicky, and I've already found that out by my other 2 times that I've tried to make this. So I'm gonna start with my egg whites. And the first thing that we'll do is whip them up just till they're like foamy. And then at that point, I can add in my cream of tartar once they've gotten foamy. It doesn't usually take too long to get it foamy, but you'll really be able to tell that it is foamy when it gets there. So you can tell it looks like foam now. So I'm going to go ahead and add in the cream of tartar. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty foamy. Okay, so we'll go ahead and add in the cream of tartar. Make sure I get it all in there. Okay, and then the next step is once we start seeing the cracks in the egg whites and the bubbles have, tightened up, gotten smaller, then we can start adding our sugar mixture a little bit at a time. So we'll just keep mixing until it gets to a point where these bubbles are smaller, closer together. So I'm going to start adding the sugar in. I'm going to do about 1/3 of sugar at a time, 1/3 of the mixture or amount. And then once that's mixed in, I'll do the rest. Make sure it's really mixed in before I get the last part in. Okay, so that was the rest of the sugar. Once I get that mixed in, I'm going to keep mixing until we get close to forming stiff peaks. I'm actually going to add some color in there, so I want to do it before the stiff peaks form. Let's just kind of check it, see how close we are. Oh, we're getting there. I'm going to add my little bit of color now. And just depending on the intensity, you want to make sure that you're using a gel color. Don't use the watery ones that you normally just buy at the store, like there's 4 in the box. Those will not work. You need to have the gel to be doing this. Okay, so now I'm going to keep mixing until the egg whites form a stiff peak. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and I think it's about ready. Let's go ahead and check it. See if we've got stiff peaks. So the peaks you want to be standing up on their own and they don't fall over. So that's perfect. Okay, I'm just gonna maybe try and get a little bit of this out. Yeah, worked a little bit. Okay, from there we are going to, let's see, so we have our almond flour and powdered sugar that's sifted together. I'm gonna do about 1/3 of a amount at a time and just fold it in. So now I'm gonna use my spatula for this. About 1/3 of that in, and you just want to fold it in like this. Once it's all mixed in here, then I can put in my next 1/3. And I want to cut down the center too. I want to make sure we get this flour in everywhere. That yellow is so pretty. Okay, let's pour a little bit more in there. And again, you don't want to stir it, you just want to fold it in. Cut it down the center so we're making sure we're getting through all of it. I can see at the bottom I need to pick up a little bit down there. And another thing when you're doing this, you want to use a non-porous bowl, so stainless steel or, you know, glass is better than like a plastic. And also, you want to make sure that there's no grease or oil or anything that could really mess up this batter. So you can take like lemon juice or vinegar and just wipe down your utensils or your bowl, which of course I did because I'm trying to get these right. I will tell you this is turning out better than my first 2 batches already. So, and for those of you who get this right on the first time, I am so happy for you because I can't do it. Okay, so we've got it all in there, but I'm going to keep doing this until it's like a consistency of like honey, like it would pour off like honey. So honey's somewhat thick, obviously, so it's not going to be real thin. But we're trying to get a lot of these air bubbles out, a lot of the air out, I should say. So you can kind of smash it against the bowl as you're doing this in kind of a circular motion. But again, you're still folding it, you're not stirring it. It against like in that circular motion. I think we're getting there. It's still a little thick. So we'll keep doing this. And there'll be a test we can kind of test it too when we're trying to test out how thick or how fine it is. Okay, this kind of feels like it might be, yeah, I'd say that pours like honey. Another thing you can do to test it is take some of it, let it kind of drip like this, and it should take about 30 seconds for it to kind of totally melt in. And I won't wait the full 30 seconds because I'm too impatient, but I think we're good to go. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I have a bag already ready for it with just a round tip on it. So I'm going to put the batter in here. So get all of it that I can, because this recipe, I didn't double the recipe or anything, and it really only makes about 12 macarons, so we'll have like 24 little circles on our pan here in a minute, about. Let's try and get as much as I can here. Okay. All right, let me just put this stuff aside. And get my pan. Okay, so I have a macaron mat already. You don't have to have one, you can just do your own circles. And I'm just gonna go on top and just squeeze them out. What's nice about these is it kind of helps you just keep them more uniform, since they, you put them together kind of like an Oreo. And the tips that you see kind of sticking out here when I pull it off, those will actually just end up kind of going into the batter. They'll, I don't want to say melt, it's kind of what it reminds me of though, just kind of melt down into the batter. So let's see. I'm just gonna do as many as I can from this. And then after we've gotten all of the batter out, I kind of feel like there's gonna, I don't know how many circles. Whoops, that's kind of a weird one. I was going kind of quick because the batter is somewhat thin to where it will drip out if I take too long. Okay, so I've got a little bit left over, but that's okay. I can make more in another pan. So the next thing, so you can see all of the tips are kind of blending in here. I'm gonna go like this and try and get as much air bubbles out as I can, which you can see that I've done over here. They're just gonna kind of blend together here. If you see any more, you can just always take a toothpick just to poke them out. So from here, you wanna let these sit for at least 30 minutes. They need to rest for at least 30 minutes. And then from there, I'll get back on and we will just check them out really quick so you can kind of see what they still look like and show you what the consistency on top is supposed to be and how you'll know when you can go ahead and put those back or put those in the oven. So we'll let these sit for half an hour. Okay, so let's check them. It's been over half an hour actually. So when you touch them, it should have like this light film on there, which it's hard to describe, but it does. You can tell when I touch it, it's not sticky like the batter is when you first pour it out. So I'm gonna put this in the oven for 12 to 14 minutes. I'm gonna start with 12, look at them at 320 degrees. And I actually have an oven thermometer in there to make sure it's only 320, it's not higher than that. So I'm gonna put them in for about 12 minutes and I'll be back to see how they turn out. Okay, so I got them out of the oven and let me just tell you, they look better than what I have done before. So they have these little feet on here. Now I'm not really quite sure though if the feet should have some more bigger feet. I don't know what you want to call that, but this part needs to be bigger. I'm not quite sure. They're pretty small, but they look good to me. They feel good. They're really light and airy. So I just took some off, and these ones, because it's my first time, I wanted to do it kind of easy. I'm just going to put some buttercream in there. So, you know, of course you sandwich it in the middle. So I don't want to go, I'm going to put a little bit on. Oh my gosh, look how cute these are. I'm loving them. And now that I can make them, yay, told you third time's a charm, I can, I'm gonna try different flavors because this is just way too cool. Okay guys, check these out. Oh my gosh, this is just a couple of them. I made little ones, but they're so cute and they taste really yummy. I just did buttercream in there. I just piped some some buttercream in there, and I think it tastes good with that, but I'm gonna try new flavors at some point. But these are awesome. I'm so excited. Yay. Thanks everyone. If you want to see more videos of my mishaps, my things that I'm trying, make sure you subscribe, like the video, and there may be like a blooper at the end of this one, I think, for one of my first or my second tries of this. Thanks everyone. Bye.